Hey guys, Ed from Paranormal Link, Ohio here. Back at it again with another podcast. Tonight's podcast episode is about curses and some of the crazy things that can come out of a curse. You don't want to be on the receiving end of a curse. Let's just put it that way. There's lots and lots of curses out there. You know, way back in time, the Egyptians used to make curses on all their artifacts, like their buried tombs, sarcophaguses, all that jazz. Their mummies, like their mummified bodies. You know, say, whoever opens this tomb shall live with a deadly curse. Well, there's more to curses than just that. A lot of people believe that they can be cursed. Like just a string of bad luck that never stops. Things that can always just kind of, go haywire. Your life just turns upside down and everything just goes to crap in the blink of an eye. So, you know, a lot of things can have that. Just like we always talk about spirit attachments and things that have attachments to them. There was a story once that somebody from Waverly Hills took something from there and took it home. He sent it back in a letter stating that ever since he had this piece of whatever it was, that everything just went bad. His mother died. He got very ill. He almost died. And it was just because he took this piece. Because, you know, during the tour, they tell you, don't take anything home because the spirits don't like it. You know, you're stealing from them. So, in essence, this man was cursed by something because he took something that the spirits didn't want him to take. Well, they had this piece of whatever it was. They had it in the envelope still. They never opened the envelope. They never took it out. And they told everybody, don't touch it. Well, some people in my group decided to touch it and throw it back and forth to one another, making a big joke about it. I didn't like it, you know, so I didn't touch it. I didn't want to touch it at all, period. And everybody that ended up doing that, touching it, throwing it and everything, they got really deathly ill. I know one of them got so sick, he thought he was going to die. He was in the hospital, you know, and eventually, you know, they said they were sorry, and, you know, I believe in that stuff. I do. I believe that you shouldn't mess with things you shouldn't mess with. And if somebody tells you not to mess with something, you shouldn't mess with it. It just happens. But the curiosity side of humanity, it'll get us every time. You know, someone's like, hey, don't touch this. This is going to happen. You're like, will it really happen? What if I do touch it? So I get where they're coming from. You know, they wanted to see what would happen, and they saw what happened. Just like the Annabelle doll. The Annabelle doll is cursed by something. Let's see, there's Robert the doll. He's cursed by something. If you even take a picture of Robert the doll without asking consent, bad things happen. You become cursed. Something will come after you. And there's people that died in car accidents, motorcycle accidents because of Robert the doll and Annabelle, mocking them in a way that they shouldn't have mocked them, doing things that, you know, was told not to do, and they paid the price. It just happens that way. I mean, rituals can bring upon curses. And you think about it, Zach Bagans' Demon House, the one in Gary, Indiana. They found stuff underneath the stairs of the basement, buried. You know, clothing, fingernails, I think, and just stuff that people would put down there for like a ritual. Well, come to find out that really happened. Someone did do a ritual, and it cursed the land. It cursed the land, and the people that lived there had to deal with that. You know, she watched her kids go what looked like they were going insane, got really ill, really sick, and they eventually had to get out of there. They had to move. So you think about that. Then there's what was it? I just had it. Oh, witches' totems. A witch's totem is nothing to mess with. They are very real and they are very powerful. A witch, a bad witch usually, can put some type of spell, a curse on this thing, and they can set it somewhere in your home, whether it be in a desk drawer, you know, a plant, or under the house, in the basement, somewhere where you don't know where this thing is. And as long as that witch's totem is still there, it will cause havoc. The curse of the witch's totem will cause havoc. And all these bad things will happen. You'll get sick. People will start dying. Your luck will dwindle. You're going to run out of money. Bad things are going to happen. It's just going to go completely upside down. And they've been like this for years and years and years and years and years. Like I said, it started with the Egyptians, and it just keeps going. I mean, there's even books. They say if you read these books, that you can be cursed. Now, I know what you're thinking. Like, what about the cursed images you see on the internet? They show some guy in a rabbit suit or something that just looks evil or looks, whatever. No, I don't believe that those are actual cursed images. I think those are just, they're really strange and they're creepy and they freak people out, which is understandable because they are strange and creepy pictures. But yes, let's see. There was a song, I believe was in the 20s or the 30s, that was wrote. And they say if you listen to this song, you will shortly after die. Yes. And it's been, marked down over the years that some people that do, they listen to the song, they want to see what happens, and they wind up dead. Whether it be by suicide or car accident or murder or just illness. They just drop over and die. They even say that the Amityville is cursed. The Amityville house is cursed with something. That curse just continues to live on and on for whoever moves into that house. I mean, it just goes on and on. There's been books that have been wrote that came out to be movies. So they say that there's a curse on the Poltergeist movies because they were messing with things they shouldn't have been messing with. They had actual bodies, actual cadavers in that scene where they were building the pool and the tree attacks the boy and you see all these skeletons come up. Those were actual human skeletons. And then all this weird stuff just started happening after the Poltergeist movies. The little girl who played Carol Ann, she died. The sister was murdered. And it goes on and on. The same thing with the Exorcist movies. Again, they're playing with something they shouldn't be playing with. They're making a movie out of something they shouldn't be messing around with. And things happen. The lead actress fell and hurt her back really bad. I know that Linda Blair got hurt. She was being thrashed around on the bed and it messed up her neck really bad. Some people died after the filming of this movie. They died during the filming of this movie. So I do believe curses are very real. I believe that you can be cursed by something. Because there's too many circumstances where I've read and done research where people are just having the best time, the best life that they could ever possibly imagine having. And then just out of left field, it all just goes to crap. So I can't understand why you would just all of a sudden have this turn of bad luck just out of nowhere. It also goes for... Now, do I believe that you can place a curse? Yeah, I do. Like the witch's totem is a very good example of that. I mean, there's actual spell books and casting books that try to teach you how to curse somebody. Now, do I believe that if you go into a mummy's tomb and it's an ancient pharaoh, and if you mess around in there, I do believe that something can happen. Because you're messing around with the dead. And when you mess around with the dead, in a very disrespectful way, the bad things can happen at the same time. And people don't seem to realize that. They just want to keep messing around with it. Oh, that's not going to happen. Let's just go do this and this and this. And then, everything will be okay. No, it's not. It's not okay. Grave robbers. They dig up dead bodies and steal things. And, I've read stories where these guys were grave robbers, And they'd done it for years and years and years. And they went after this one grave, and this was in England. They went after this one grave that used to be some type of, he was in the monarchy somehow, and it was said that, hey, don't mess with my stuff, or a curse will come upon you. And these guys, they're like, oh, we've done this for years and years. What could possibly happen? Well, they robbed this guy, and then all of them just wound up dead. In different circumstances, in different ways. So, mess around with it, yes. I said no. That's up to you guys, yes or no. But would I fool around with this stuff? No, I would not ever fool around with this stuff. It's just as bad as messing with the Ouija board, I think. Because once you mess around with that, you're opening doorways to something that you have no idea what you're opening up to. And it's bad news that comes out. You see ancient writings, and people, they find this stuff, and archaeologists, I get it. They want to find things from the past, and yes, that is amazing. And we do need to know about everything in the past, but there's some things that you just shouldn't look after, just shouldn't go after. Because it's just, first off, they're warning you right from the get-go, don't do this. It is somebody's resting place. And you just opening the door to some type of hell that you don't want to open up. And then this curse becomes loose upon the world, and it can go from person to person, or, whatever it wants to do, and it can just cause havoc throughout the world. And there's some people that believe that a curse can follow the family from generations to generations to generations. Perfect example, the Bell Witch. Okay, it went after them years and years ago. This spirit, demon, whatever you want to call it, did. And it stayed with the family for years. And things kept happening and happening to this one family for generations. So it could have been a curse. It very well could have been. They was messing with something they shouldn't have been messing with, and boom, they were cursed. Or somebody could have laid a curse on them. Like, you never know. People, there's powers out there that we just don't understand, and I don't think we'll ever fully understand or even want to understand. So I think once we wrap our heads around all of that and just finally realize that, we shouldn't be messing around with things like this, and maybe, I don't know, but again, people are so curious that they'll do anything. Like, there's some people that are so afraid, they'll sit there and I'm so scared. But when put down to the test, and just out of pure curiosity itself, you will do anything to find out what is going on. What is it true? You'll put yourself in so much danger just to find out the what ifs. It's insane. Like, I'm the same way. Like, I'm scared of certain things. I used to be terrified of attics because I was attacked in an attic one time by a spirit, and it really terrified me. But now attics, I don't like going up there, but I do. I'm just like, I got to go up there. They'll be like, well, this stuff happens in the attic. I'm like, well, that's what happened to me. So there's got to be something going on up there. So I might as well go up there and check it out. But that just falls in the line of the same thing with curses when you're, archaeological digs and messing around with stuff. You find things that are not wanting to be found. And when they are found, a curse is essentially just released on the world. So I wanted to touch base on this, guys, tonight, because I've been doing a lot of research about this. I've been learning a lot about like different curses and stuff like that. And it's crazy. It's absolutely insane. The number of things that I've read about people that believe that they're cursed or their family is cursed by something. That it just continuously goes and goes and goes and goes and goes, and it doesn't stop at all. Like, it's driven by one thing, and that is just to destroy and to just mess you up. Like, it's just bad, spiritually, physically, whatever. And it's in the millions. how many people think that there's actual curses? I mean, there's places they think that if you go inside to, like, nobody has been to, they're completely cut off from civilization. And they believe if you go into this place that a curse will be let loose on the world. There is one place, I believe it's in Antarctica. It's on, I think, the eastern side of it, that every nation in the country has a spot in it and guard it, and don't let anything or anyone pass that spot because they think the land is cursed. And it's so huge that all nations protect this area at all costs. And I'm saying, if you're caught in there, you're dead. They're going to kill you because they don't want whatever's in there to come out with you. And Antarctica is a whole different other story. There's so many things about Antarctica that I've read, and like I've even Paul Talby, a good friend of mine, he has suggested a lot of things. He suggested the Nephilim podcast that I did, and he has suggested Antarctica to me, and I'm reading all this stuff on Antarctica, and it just absolutely blows my mind. I want to do a podcast on it, just on that itself. The things that they believe is in Antarctica. It's insane. But I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's episode about curses. Like I said, dude, you can be cursed with... Did I just say dude? I did. Like, we're back in high school. Like, it's the 90s again. Anyway, so curses are very real. I do. I believe that they're very real, guys. And they're very dangerous. And I don't believe anybody should be playing around with any type of literature that teaches you how to cast curses or anything like that. And if you see something, and if you know something that says, hey, don't come in here, or hey, don't mess with, please listen to the warning and don't do it, because these things are very real and they can hurt you. So thanks, guys, for checking out tonight's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You can always check us out on ParanormalIncOhio.com. There it takes you to the main site. There you can check out some old ghost stories and ghost hunts. You can check out our crystals and the healing powers that they hold. And you can check out our bracelets, our pendants, our necklaces, and everything to go along with the crystals. You can also check out our sage bundles for all cleansing needs. From there, you can go to Paranormal Inc. Ohio group. That is our group page on Facebook, where we talk about all things paranormal. There we discuss things paranormal, ideas for shows. I get them there. I do the research. I come up with the shows. Sometimes I give you a shout out, and sometimes I even have you on the show. There you can go to Paranormal Inc. Ohio on TikTok and YouTube. There you can check out some more ghost hunts and ghost stories. I am now uploading podcast episodes on YouTube and partial podcast episodes on TikTok. And of course, you can come everywhere imaginable for podcasts to check out the Paranormal Inc. Ohio podcast. Every Thursday night we are live at 10 p.m. on Facebook for a conversation about the paranormal, and every Friday night we are live for Fear Friday, where there's an in-depth conversation about the paranormal, and I have live investigations. So thanks everybody for checking it out. I love each and every one of you. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's episode, and you will hear from me again tomorrow night. Thanks, guys.